Saudi cop. All right, picking up where we left off yesterday, we were doing spreadsheets and homework and all kinds of fun stuff that we haven't done since 6th grade, graphs and charts and all kinds of cool shit. I hope you did it. I hope you took the time to fucking do that, to write that shit down, because it's got to be in writing. You ought to know that by now. Class? Dreamline math, another good option. There could be a different way of handling monthly and one-time goals. I'll use your example of an Aston Martin's monthly payment, a personal assistant's monthly payment, and a trip to the Croatian coast. While the first two should certainly be totaled and included in your target monthly income, the trip is something that should be divided by the number of months between now and the Dreamline's total time. Thus, if you had a 6-month Dreamline, Aston Martin $2,003 per month, personal assistant $400 per month. Remember, this was like 2007. He wrote this. I'm sure they're more than that now. Croatian trip, $934 total. Thus, $934 divided by 6 per month. So, to save up for the Croatian trip, you can generate enough income over 6 months to total $1,000. I'd call it $934. Right now in the book and in the spreadsheet, we have 2003 plus 400 plus 934 times 1.3 monthly expenses. Don't forget that 0.3 cushion equals target monthly income. But I think it should be 2,000 plus 400 plus 934 divided by 6 times 1.3 monthly expenses. Or more generally, monthly goals plus one-time goals divided by total months times 1.3. Jared, President, Set Consulting. Okay, so a reader had written in after reading the 2007 version, and so Timmy put this Streamline Math, another option, in the 2009 updated edition, which is the one I'm reading. And I agree with Jared, that does make sense, because you don't need the $934 the first month. You need it by the 6th month, by the time you're going to take the trip, right? You schedule the trip in 6 months. That makes sense. It's easier too, more achievable that way. So going back to Timmy now, we left off at number 5. Determine the cost of these dreams and calculate your targeted monthly income for both timelines. 6 is determine 3 steps for each of the 4 dreams in just the 6-month timeline, and take the first step now. So now we're taking a big, hairy, audacious goal, BHAG, and breaking it down into milestones. And then you're going to set out working on that first milestone or small goal right away. I'm not a big believer in long-term planning and far-off goals. In fact, I generally set 3-month and 6-month Dreamlines. He doesn't even do the 6 and 12. I'm glad he shared that with us. The variables change too much, and in the future distance becomes an excuse for postponing action. The objective of this exercise isn't therefore to outline every step from start to finish, but to define the end goal, the required vehicle to achieve them, the total monthly income, totally daily income, and targeted monthly income, targeted daily income, TDI, and build momentum with critical first steps. From that point, it's a matter of freeing time and generating the targeted monthly income, which the following chapters cover. First, let's focus on the critical first steps. Define 3 steps for each dream that will get you closer to its actualization. Set actions, simple, well-defined actions for now, tomorrow, complete before 11 a.m., and the day after, again completed before 11 a.m. Once you have 3 steps for each of the 4 goals, complete the 3 actions in the now column. Do it now. Each should be simple enough to do in 5 minutes or less. If not, ratchet it down and break it into smaller goals. If it's the middle of the night and you can't call someone, do something else now, such as send an email and set the call for the first thing tomorrow. If the next stage is some form of research, get in touch with someone who knows the answer instead of spending too much time in books or online, which can turn into paralysis by analysis. The best first step, the one I recommend, is finding someone who's done it and ask for advice on how to do the same. It's not that hard. Makes sense? Quicker. It's a more efficient. Remember, he's like a life hacker. That's a life hack. It's more efficient to find somebody who's done what you're trying to do, which most things you want to do have been done before. There might be one where you're a trailblazer, but most of the things you're aspiring to, somebody else has already accomplished. So find a person like that, get their information like we talked about with the exercise at Princeton, reach out to them, say, how'd you do it? Other options include setting a meeting or a phone call with a trainer, mentor, salesperson to build momentum. Can you schedule a private class or a commitment that you'll feel bad about canceling? Use guilt to your advantage. Accountability. When you get somebody else involved, now you're accountable because you're going to make that appointment. If you make an appointment to talk to somebody, you'll talk to them. You'll get it done because you're not going to leave them hanging after they're nice enough to respond to your request for information. Tomorrow becomes never. No matter how small the task, take the first step now. So he's stressing the importance of action. You can do all this great planning and feel really good about it. That goes back to the old gym membership. I bought a gym membership, therefore I'm in shape. No, you got to go to the gym and use the machines regularly, consistently. Where are we at? 6 minutes, all right. Comfort challenge. Most important actions are never comfortable. Fortunately, it is possible to condition yourself to discomfort and overcome it. I've trained myself to propose solutions instead of ask for them, to elicit desired responses instead of react, and to be assertive without burning bridges. To have an uncommon lifestyle, you need to develop the uncommon habit of making decisions, both for yourself and others. From this chapter forward, I'll take you through progressively more uncomfortable exercises, simple and small. Some of the exercises will appear deceptively easy and even irrelevant, such as the next one, until you try them. Look at it as a game and expect some butterflies and sweat. That's the whole point. For most of these exercises, the duration is 2 days. Mark the exercise of the day on your calendar so you don't forget, and don't attempt more than one comfort challenge at a time. Take it slow. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Remember, there's a direct correlation between an increased sphere of comfort and getting what you want. Here we go. Learn to eye gaze. 2 days. My friend Michael Ellsberg invented a single event called eye gazing. It is similar to speed dating, but different in one fundamental respect. No speaking is permitted. Never heard of this. Don't remember it from the first time I read the book. It involves gazing into the eyes of each partner for 3 minutes at a time. That's a long time without speaking, a long time. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is. 3 minutes is forever when you're not talking, just staring at somebody. If you go to such an event, it becomes clear how uncomfortable most people are doing this. Yeah, absolutely. For the next 2 days, practice gazing into the eyes of others, whether people you pass on the street or conversational partners, until they break contact. Hints. Focus on one eye and be sure to blink occasionally so you don't look like a psychopath or get your ass kicked. Okay, sounds like you're talking from experience. In conversation, maintain eye contact when you are speaking. It's easy to do while listening. Practice with people bigger or more confident than yourself. If a passerby asks you what the hell you're staring at, just smile and respond, sorry about that. I thought you were an old friend of mine. That's pretty fucking weak, but whatever. So there you go. For the next 2 days, when you're in a conversation with somebody, and obviously what he's not saying, but he's hinted at strongly, is if you're not having a conversation with somebody, start one. For instance, I'm doing laundry today. I'm in the condo and I'm doing laundry. I don't know how many people I'm going to come across today, but when I go to the main building to use the dryer, hey, if there's anybody there, I'll stare with them without trying to be weird about it. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Obviously, I believe in the book. I believe in his techniques. And the whole point of this exercise is you're going to feel uncomfortable. And that's where you grow, is when you get out of your comfort zone. So I'll do that today. And then later on, I plan to go food shopping. So same thing. I'll see lots of people, strangers in the store, and I'll try to hold eye contact with them as long as I'm walking past them or talking to them or whatever. I mean, I try to do eye contact anyway because I think it's polite. I think it's rude to look down or look away or whatever, and I'm not shy, so that's the normal daily thing I do. But I don't know about 3 minutes uninterrupted. I don't think I've ever done that, so I'll try it. That's it for today. Good stuff. Get out of your comfort zone. That's where the growth comes from. You want the income? Well, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone to get it. So if you didn't do the little boxes that we did yesterday, do them. Write it down. You got to write that shit down. You can't keep it all in your head, I promise you. That's it for today. Y'all have a good one.